Welcome to practice. We're going to begin laying down and just have your blanket handy. But otherwise, we're going to use the flat of the floor. Arms straight out from the shoulders. Feet hip width and parallel. And beginning to find the relationship between the sacrum, back of the ribs, and the back of the head. And of course, these parts of the body are joined by the spine and the muscles, skin and tissue that surround the spine. Feel the curves of your spine, connecting the alignment or the aligned skull, shoulder blades, and sacrum. And as you breathe, feel the flow of breath along the curves of the spine. Bring your arms by your ears, palms facing up. And notice how this lifts the middle back. The rib cage feels expanded. And notice too if the action of lifting the arms creates tension in the shoulders. Maybe the spine can lay down more relaxed towards the floor. Appreciating in your body both that tension and ease. But we're going to hold the elbows and walk your feet, so your legs stay bent, walk your feet to the right side and then slide your shoulders and your arms to the right side as well. You get a nice big stretch in that left side of your torso. You can cross your left leg over your right leg for a little bit more. Relaxing here your throat and your neck. Good. And then we'll come back to center and cross your arms the other way. So hold your elbows the other way and walk your feet to the left, as far as they'll go. And then slide your shoulders and your upper torso to the left. Again, we're trying to find a stretch. You can pull gently on the right elbow. See what feels good with stretching the right side of your torso. Let's keep the neck really relaxed and the throat. If you want to make it a little bit stronger, you can cross your right thigh over your left. Beautiful. And then we'll come back to the center. Take your arms out from your shoulders again. And really let the spine relax towards the floor. So we've found that lovely alignment. Great. Then we're going to roll up to sitting, or you can roll to your right side and help yourself to sit up. We'll sit up onto a blanket. Bring that feeling of the aligned spine with you. We're going to let our left ear drop over to the left. And just resist the temptation to tip your whole torso that direction to keep the aligned spine right. Just letting that left ear drop towards the left shoulder. And just here, we're also going to try and keep the head from rolling forward or back. So just ear straight down towards the shoulder. Nice. Now that might be plenty of stretch. And if it is, just stay with that for a few more breaths. Otherwise, you can use your left hand and you place it gently on the top right side of your head. And you're going to just apply a tiny bit of pressure. Really be gentle here. And you can even try and lift your head as though you were trying to lift your head straight back up into alignment with your spine. Nice, strong neck. Breathing. Beautiful work. And then we'll release that side very slow. So many of us hold tension in the neck. What we're working on this week. Now we're going to take the right ear and let it drop towards the right shoulder. Paying attention to tension in the neck. Try and keep the spine aligned. So trying to keep the ear in a line with the neck. Very gentle. And that might be plenty. You want to take that little bit of extra pressure you can. And it's very gentle. We're not trying to push anything, just applying a little bit of resistance with the hand on the top left corner of the skull. And then as though you were lifting your head back up. Straight. And then release that side. And back up to center. And we're going to take the chin and final wave the spine forward and with the chin as your focus. Try to keep the chin moving on a horizon plane along the floor and let your spine follow. Oh, so when you take the chin back, feel the occiput of the skull really reaching back. And let the whole spine wave and follow. So really put some effort into finding the occiput of the skull. Beautiful. And then the other direction. Ooh, that's possible. I think I'm doing the same thing. Can you work that out? Wow. Back to center. Right. Let's look left, and we're going to keep the front torso facing forward and give the neck a gentle stretch to the left side. And open your eyes up wide and looking out of the left corner. And back to center. And then try to keep your chest facing forward, looking right. And open your eyes wide and looking out of the right corner. Beautiful. Let's turn now, but we're going to use the whole spine. So up and a twist, right hand onto your left knee, turning the spine. And letting the neck just follow with ease here, the turn of those bigger bones and muscle of the lower back, middle back. Oh, breathing. And back to center. And then cross your legs the other way. And let's turn to the right side. So let the middle part of the body really turn here. The lower part of the body lengthen, but the neck follow with ease. Feeling the flow of breath. Nice work. And we're going to come into downward facing dog pose. Stretch the fingers out wide and press your fingerprint. And here, just let your head hang down and bend your knees, lift your hips high. And we're going to shake the head a little. Relaxing the occiput. Let your shoulders feel wide, broad. And nod your head a little. Just feel that lovely movement of the skull where it's connected to the spine. Good. Now, we're going to warm up the hips a little. Just sway the hips from side to side. Try and get some length in the side ribs and the armpits. Keep your head relaxed, though. If you want to keep doing those little shakes and nods. Mm. Good. And then we're going to come down and rest into child's pose. And even here, try a little bit of a shake, a little bit of a nod until you really get some space in the back of the neck, and then relax. Feeling the flow of the breath. Arms forward, forward virasana. And feel that the shoulders remain broad. So we keep that space in the back of the neck. Good. We'll take the left arm now under the right. threading the needle pose. You're going to roll your left fingertips as far as you can to the right side and looking to the right. You might be able to lay your head back down onto the floor. We're trying to influence the left back ribs and the connection to the spine there, the shoulder blade, the shoulder, and the back of the neck. We'll keep the back of the neck relaxed. Mm. Mm. Enjoying the connection to the flow of your breath as you explore your body. Let's come back to center and we'll take the right arm and that's going to go under the left so that we're bringing the right shoulder towards the floor. Your fingers along a little bit further. Give yourself the stretch that you can and you'll relax the head back down. And if you don't reach your head to the floor, keep both sides of the neck long. Feeling that stretch, and we're looking for the right ribs now, where they connect to the spine, the shoulder blade, the shoulder, the neck. Enjoying the flow of the breath. Nice work. Releasing and come back up into all fours. And downward facing dog pose. All right. We're going to take the face now and look under your right shoulder blade. Bring your face right over to your right arm and snuggle it in. Nice work. And now take your face, your head, and snuggle it in under the left shoulder blade in that direction. Beautiful. Bring your head back to center. Nod. Shake a little. Relax neck. How great does that feel? And breathing and enjoying the connection to the breath. Let's start to really press the heels now, lifting the sit bone, but the neck stays relaxed. Beautiful work. And then we're going to walk forward. Practice your little padding steps where you press your heel down, you move your feet, and roll up. Take your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, looking up. And Tadasana. Feet underneath the hips. Inhale under. And as you exhale, Uttanasana. Now, if you don't reach the floor with ease, put your hands on your legs. And what we're going to do is either the hands are on the floor, walking to the right, or both hands on the right leg. I'm just going to stretch the torso in the direction of right. So stretching left. Good, and then coming back to center. And walking the hands around to the left. And stretching the right torso. Let's keep the neck really relaxed. Enjoying the flow of the breath. Good, and then coming back to center. Nod a little, shake a little, really relax your neck. See how your legs feel, going a little straighter, lifting the kneecaps, quadriceps, sit bones. Beautiful. Roll up. Now we're going to make a back bend, so power up the front of the legs. Really lift the thighs, lift the front of the hips, the belly, the breastbone. Take the arms up by your ears but bring the shoulder blades down. So leave space for the neck and a little bit of a back bend as you look up. Beautiful. And then forward bend again. Good. Now we're going to put the left hand sort of in the middle line of the feet. If you're using your leg, you could reach and hold your right leg with your left hand. Put your right hand on your sacrum and we'll turn the torso to the right side. Keep lifting the right rib, taking the shoulder blades back and lengthening the neck. If you have room to do this, it feels all right for your shoulder. Take your right arm straight up. You can even use it a little bit as leverage to roll the right ribs back. And release that side. Nice. So now we go to the second side. So your right hand sort of in the midline of your feet or holding your left leg, left hand on your sacrum. Good. And we're going to turn the ribs to look to the left. And keep the back of the neck long. Good. Your legs are as straight as you can without creating dis-ease for your spine. So keep them a little bit bent if you need to. And we're going to take the left arm up if that feels all right in the shoulder. Finding the flow of the breath. Nice work. And then release. Come back to center. Shake your head a little and gentle nodding. And then rolling. And we're going to make our back bend. So lift the front of the legs, lift the hips, the belly, the breastbone, arms by the ears, shoulder blades down, and lifting the breastbone and looking up. Beautiful. Keep your right arm up there. Take your left arm behind you and go for interlocking your fingers behind you in Gomukhasana. And if they don't reach, hold your t-shirt. We're trying to bring the elbows towards center line. Beautiful. Again, feeling a little bit of a back bend here. So feel the power in the front of your legs lifting to support your long lower back. Good. And then we're going to reach forward. Keep your neck really relaxed. Finding the flow of your breath. Let's swing the trunk a little from side to side. And center and rolling up. Let's take both arms up, make your back bend again. Feel the front of the leg lifting, draw the shoulder blades down. Beautiful. Keep your left arm there. Take your right arm behind you and go for linking your fingers. And if they don't reach, as mine don't on this side, then hold your t-shirt or garment. You might have your pajamas on. And we're going to lift the front of the legs, lift the hips, lift the breastbone looking up. Beautiful. Feel the back bend of your spine, the length of your neck. Find the flow of your breath and forward bend. Good. And then we're going to sway a little the trunk of your body from side to side. And then rolling up. And releasing your arms. Release both arms up. Draw the shoulder blades down. Lift through the front of the side. And Tadasana. Beautiful. Step your feet out for a wide-legged stand. We're going to try our forward bend. We'll take the arms up. Oh, sorry, toes in, heels out. Now, you can bend your knees as much as you need to for the comfort of your knees, but have them as straight as you can and lift your kneecaps. Arms up. And as you exhale, forward bend. Vasarita Padottanasana. And we're going to walk the hands out to the front. So stretching your arms and keep your sit bones over your heels. Lift the sit bones, lift the kneecaps. Let the sides of your waist lengthen. Finding deep flowing breath. Good. Now place your left hand, the back of the left hand on the floor, centered with your feet, but out the front where your hands are. And put your right hand on it. So you've got a prayer position, but you're resting on the back of the left hand. And we're going to turn the torso to the right side. So we keep the hips where they are, but turning the torso to face right. Neck is long. Oh, beautiful work. And then let yourself come back to center. And you just flip your prayer hands over onto the back of the right hand. And turn your torso to face left. Lifting the left ribs. Relaxing the neck. Beautiful. And back to center. Good. Take your hands now and hold your legs or your ankles and really let your head either reach forward if your forward bend is more perpendicular to the floor with your spine, or down towards the floor. Oh, sorry, parallel to the floor or perpendicular to the floor. Whichever one you are, keep the back of the neck long. Lifting your kneecaps, quadriceps, hip bones. Nice work. Now we're going to drop the hips. And as you lift the torso now, we're going to bring the arms up by the ears, but lift the pelvic floor. Feel internal muscular support as you lift. The arms up by the ear. Nice. Turn your feet out. Toes out, I should say. Lifting pelvic floor, lower front abdomen. Draw the shoulder blades down. Even look up here. And you lift your heels off the floor. Find that comforting connection to the flow of your breath. Release heels, arms, straighten your legs. All right, for our little warming up the hips, let's just go side to side. So one leg straight, one leg bent. And the lovely thing about this posture, you can do little mini versions. So if your knees are pretty vulnerable, just do tiny little movements. Make sure you're lifting the pelvic floor. Good. Now, if you can go deeper than that, all well and good. Keep lifting the pelvic floor. The main instruction. Good. All right. And some people can put their hands down onto the floor to walk the hands from side to side as you stretch. So you use the movement as it feels appropriate to your body, the kind of movement that you need. to keep or to work on improving. Recognizing your boundaries at the moment, your protections, appreciating your body. Nice work. And then we're going to take a seat. So come back to center. Just think about little movements that you make to sit down. Maybe they are to come up and to wiggle the feet in. Whatever works for you. We're funny creatures. That was a tricky one for me. With all our efficiencies, so that we don't have to think about that again. But it can be really interesting to pay attention to small movements that we make. We're going to sit up onto a blanket and bring your feet as though you were in a squat. So hug them in as close as your knees are happy with, your heels close to your sit bone, and press your heels down and lift your spine. I've got my arms hooked over the front of the legs, so it helps me really lengthen the spine. And find that lovely relaxed feeling in your neck again. And just using imagination, if nothing else, imagine putting your weight into your feet and standing up here. Even rocking a little bit forward and back. Try to activate your feet so they're ready to take your weight if you find your weight over your feet. Some people might be able to do this. So exploring just that little tiny bit of the movement, but such an important part. All right, let's use our hands to help. So put the hands behind you and just lift your bottom weight off the floor so you're on your feet. Yeah, then all we've got to do is figure out how to get that power that we're using the arms for into the hips and the lower back. Okay, so release your arms and just imagine lifting up onto your feet, maybe with a little bit of momentum. If anyone stood up, well done. All right, so we're going to sit down. And let's take the legs out to straight. Left leg into bend, into Janushisasana. The left leg out to the side. Right leg straight, and we want to activate that leg, so press the back of the knee down. But if that hurts your knee, put a little bit of something underneath, like a little pillow or a piece of clothing or a rolled up towel. I'm going to take the left arm up by the left ear. Ooh, reach the left side. And then reaching over to the right. So we head the left hand to the little toe side of the foot or leg. Reach as far as you reach. Find ease in the back of the neck. Feel the shape of your spine and feel the skin over your spine. And try to bring the bones of the spine forward. Finding the flow of your breath. Letting the spine lengthen. Good, and then inhale and coming up. Both legs out in front. Right leg bends into Janushisasana. And we'll take the right arm up by the right ear, really lengthen the right rib. And then we reach the right hand to the little toe side of the leg or foot. So again, feeling where this movement stretches your body. We don't want to bring undue stress to the spine, so feel that the skin is not too taut over the spine. Embed the bones of the spine forward and relax the neck. Take the shoulder blades back. And find your connection to the flow of your breath. Finding ease, finding resistance. Good, and then inhale, hands coming up. I'm going to lay down. Take your Take your left leg off the floor and your right hand onto your left knee. We're going to take the left arm straight out from the shoulder. And we're going to roll the lower body from the waist, the pelvis, the leg, to the right. But we're going to keep that left shoulder blade on the floor. Good. Now, because your right hand's on your knee, the temptation to really pull that leg down. But it's just there in a comforting way. And listen to where your body can release rather than trying to tell it what to do. A little different to working in that way. Let's lift the head a little and look over your left arm. Turn your neck as much as you're comfortable with, and then lay your head back. And then use the weight of your body to the pose, to the support. You would bring everything back up to center. So feet are hip width parallel. Legs are bent to start with. And then we pick up the right foot and the left hand is on the right knee. And then we roll the lower half of the body from the waist, pelvis, leg down to the left side. But we keep the right shoulder blade on the floor. And if you pick up your head a little and turn it to look over your right arm, so you get a thorough stretch for your neck, but not overdoing that movement. Really being, not using the strength in your left hand to pull your legs, but rather let them just be heavy. So you were like a blossom opening to the warmth of the sun. Letting the body feel spacious. Enjoying the flow. Good. And then let everything come back to center. We're going to lift the hips a little and slide on the skin of your shoulder blade, your head away from your feet. So really lengthen there. Place your hips back down. And actually, as you place your hips, tuck the tailbone up and you'll lengthen your lower back. So we really have got the spine long. And use your hand, take hold of your skull, and you tuck your chin a little bit into the chest, but really draw the skull, the back of the skull, away from the shoulder blades. And you'll open up that space between the bones of the neck so that you're aligned again to the floor. Some people might find still doesn't feel quite right in the neck. So you could put a blanket under your head, a little bit of support. We want to find the best shape for each of us. And whilst the flat of the floor, that kind of alignment is something to aim for, the important thing would be to feel very comfortable in your own body here. Finding the flow of breath and relaxing your spine. If you need to finish your practice, then you could hug your knees into your chest and roll to your right thumb. Thank you. Namaste. If anyone would like to stay for Shavasana, we finish at 20 past. Let your legs out to straight. That doesn't make sense if you're watching the recorded one. We're finished in 8 minutes. And with each pass of your awareness along the spine, along the body, let go of tension you find unnecessary. Even repeating till you find your relaxed body. And as each place in your body is mentioned, bring your focus to that part of your body, your love and appreciation. Beginning with your toes, soles of your feet, arches of your feet, tops of your feet, your ankles, lower leg, knee, thigh, hips, belly, pelvis, the organs therein, lower back, buttock, middle back, sides of the waist, between the shoulder blade and the back rib, side rib, between your shoulders, feel the expanse of the front rib, around your heart, armpit, upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, hand, thumb, finger, back of your neck, base of your skull, scalp, forehead, around your eyebrows and between them, around your eyes, and your mouth, your lips, tongue, palate, throat, jaw. Now your whole body, breath by breath. Mm. Feel your body being still and feel the flow of breath. your individual part of the great breath flowing through each of us. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, appreciating each little movement, each little joint. And bending in your arms and your legs and rolling to your right side as though you could lay there without having to get up and go do something. Enjoying your breath, yourself. When you're ready, come up and have a seat. Bring your hands in front of your heart, finding that easeful balance for your head. Mm. And take the feeling of namaste.